Oh, our players are into the next round here already. So we've got some red aggro versus some black, some good old fashioned mono colored decks here, good and ready to go.
All right. Mono red, mono black. Let's do it.
We got some Wellspring here on the bottom for the mono red player.
Just definitely just a free roll. It's something that's interesting about their deck as opposed to others we've watched. There's no Goblin Chain Rollers in the main deck. They do have Experimental Frenzy.
Yeah, I think this was a build we played against this on stream the other day, and someone said it was something Crokies was trying out. Because
Oh,
notably, eschewing Embercleave and Goblin Chain Whirler means that you get to play the Wellspring as a companion.
cool. Yep, makes total sense. Yeah, this is the mono black deck that we watched the Exquisite Blood Veto
Yep,
deck earlier.
this is one of those companion cards that are still technically legal, even if they're slower.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Hmm.
Have we seen much Cleave today? I don't think we've actually
None.
seen Embercleave. Like, did people register
I don't know.
Embercleave? I'm
I
gonna have to. It's gonna be interesting to go back and look through what people actually played in this tournament. And again, all 104 deck lists are up there, so like they're public. You can go do whatever analysis you are interested in doing with them.
Right. Be shocked if this Firebrand doesn't just wipe out this Foulmire Knight.
Which is Oven notably doing what it does best, which is making things like Bone Crusher Giant awkward. Normally, Giant would be very good here, killing their threat and getting a threat, but because they can sack it, Bone Crusher's not stellar.
Yep.
No cat notably for our mono black player, which they would really love to see with their Oven.
Yeah, that Luris draw was really good. Huh.
Notable no wizard for Todd Turkey here in the bottom, so Wizard's Lightning is still costing 3 mana, which is a bit of a big deal.
Yeah. How do you feel about killing the Blood Artist first?
I feel like we're trying to bait the Oven activation so we can stomp, so I don't hate it. The Talahedon here not taking the bait, playing really well.
Okay.
Now, do you just cast Bone Crusher Giant here if you're Todd Turkey?
I guess you have another removal spell. I'd probably just wait though.
I don't know.
I
I
probably
kind I
wouldn't
kind
do
I kind of like adding pressure to the board. I definitely think in this matchup the red deck's the beatdown. I think as the game goes along with things like Veto and Luris, the mono black deck's definitely more favored as things go on.
this is rough though. Like you've killed this Foulmire Knight 3 times now, or at least time. That's just rough, man.
Yeah, and like now you need to like lightning strike. You could lightning strike the Luris, but then like you're trading one of your other two things for the Fallmire Knight. But I think you have to do that, right? So you can light up the stage.
Mono Black is like a really good spot here. Like you just get to sack the, you get to eat the Luris, the Witch's Oven. You have 3 foods in limbo, and you have this 1/1 Death Touch dude hanging out. I
Yep,
mean, like next turn they get to play Veto plus eat a
definitely,
food.
definitely think the mono black deck's ahead here, but I think the red deck's priced into taking this line.
Yeah, I'm pretty with you. It's so bad for them. You gotta send both so you can light up the stage here. Like,
Yep.
it just seems
I like Talahedon prioritizing killing the Runaway Steamkin as opposed to the Bone Crusher Giant here.
yep. It's a card that does the most.
Yep, very similar attack levels. And then Vito here gonna turn these food into lightning helixes, right? Let's pull the Dusk Throws up here for folks. Really impressive card in general. Liked it in a lot of different places.
I was gonna say if Vito gets to live for a turn. I mean, pretty annoying.
And you can't block E2 Lava Runner here because the Firebrand's in play, so you just got to take a hit for 6 here. You have 3 foods lined up and ready to go, though, so it's like not too big of a deal. You've got some time to tread water.
It's just so much damage. It's 9 points of damage.
Yeah, I mean, the
It's like,
Wellspring's going to go into hand tier 2, so they have a 5/5 guaranteed next turn. Erebos' intervention's a good one.
that's really good.
Can gain a good bit of life here.
Yeah,
Can gain 5 and then deal 5.
that's so much. Yeah, so
So
much.
you're probably holding that for Wellspring, right?
Yeah, I think if that's probably the play.
Wow. Can you actually hold it for
Yeah.
Wellspring? Because like they're gonna play Wellspring post combat, right? And if they attack with Giant and Gitu, you can't just take it because they'll kill you with the Fanatical Firebrand.
So you can eat a food.
Yeah, I guess
There's a
they
bunch
could
of
just
different ways.
they could eat 2 foods this turn and then kill
And then
Wellspring
untap.
on their untap. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And that deals 11, right? Like the foods deal
Fun.
6 and the Arab intervention deals 5.
Yep. And actually, Veto deals 2 if you get a lifelink as well. It's interesting. Veto is all creatures, not other creatures, right? I need to double check. Creatures you control. Yeah, it's not other. Okay. Oh. 3 point. Oh boy.
Okay. Um you'd rather just have a 5/5, right?
Yeah,
At
I think
least to
so.
start.
I think you attack for lethal here, and I mean they're going to eat their foods though, right? So
I assume really? Okay, we're gonna intervention and leave them the 5/5? That's an interesting choice.
I don't think I would do that.
Do we have there could be more copies of intervention here too, right?
Yeah, there's only one.
There's only one intervention. Okay, it's cheeky.
Oh, you actually get to. Oh, you actually get to kill them here. They're dead anyways, right?
Are
They're dead
they?
if they play this. Oh no, they've used their mana already. I'm sorry. They've
No,
used
no, they are dead. No, yeah, this is perfect. Because they get to no, because your veto's gone. Your veto's gone. Never mind. I was gonna say they could make a third food, but if they make a third
Yeah.
food, the veto's no longer in play to drain them with it. Never mind. And
I
they
mean,
couldn't.
and
A creature wasn't quite lethal because they don't have mana to play a creature and sack all the foods.
I mean, they're in good shape anyways, right? As long as
I
frenzy
I
doesn't
agree. I agree. They
kill
have
them.
they have it out here. So next turn, a creature is lethal for veto or for
They don't
Talihim.
even need. They don't even need a creature. Actually, they just eat the 2 foods. Uh, oh wait, it's 3. And I'm sorry, not 7.
Yep. So you're gonna attack for 9 here, so they're gonna gain up to 13, and then go down to 4, and then you're
Yeah.
hoping to peel a 1-drop if you're on Talihim side of the board.
Yeah.
Is eliminate also lethal? No, not quite. It's 1 short. Because Veto basically attacks for 2 with lifelink.
Up to 13.
Yeah, Veto has dealt 11 damage this game.
Yeah, this card's been great.
It's been absurd. That'll do. That'll do, pig.
Yeah, it will certainly do.
The old casual 14 ball off your 3-drop.
Yeah, man. I thought Mono Red was behind for most of the game there too, but almost pulled it out, and Vito just didn't care.
See Goblin Chain Whirler coming in very, very quickly for a mono red player.
Chain Whirler, Ferocidon, easy ones. Lava Coil's pretty easy too, and I would Grim Lavamancer coming in certainly into that. Mono Black has less things in this matchup. I wonder if Revenge is good in this matchup.
Revenge of the
Looks like
Ravens.
this.
That's been the cheeky sweet one. Yeah, I'm interested to see where our mono black player goes with their post-war configuration because like they have these languishes, they have Revenge of the Ravens. So like how controlling do they want to be versus how aggressive? They're on the draw. Does the role they take and how they sideboard change play versus draw?
Yeah, it's kind of funny actually.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather have like.
we see them cutting priests and boarding in languish here.
I would say I think I'd rather have those, or like maybe even like Timoret might even be better than something like that. Huh. Stupid exquisite blood, man. Eliminate's been pretty good today too. We've seen that several times.
Yeah, I think that card was a really just good generic addition to the format. It's like a strict Smother upgrade for people that haven't. Although I might be dating myself by calling it Smother.
Smother. Smother's way worse than this card could ever hope to be.
You're not wrong. Easy mulligan for our mono black player. Easy keep for our mono red player.
Yeah, mono red's down to 6 also here. So.
Yep.
Yeah, these hands are great for both players.
Yep, we're gonna get to see both decks really kind of do their thing and see who comes out on top. I like bottoming. I like bottoming the Death Toucher there because not only is it not great with Languish, but it's not great against Chain Whirler, which you can probably assume is coming in against you post board.
Yep. All right.
That'll do, pig.
Jeez. That's funny, the standard bear. Very classic. It's about as good as it gets if you're going to start out on mono red, like without little spells. So.
You're hoping to get to curve out into Languish here. I think if you're on Talheid's side of the board, again, just taking that little bit more defensive position. And then if you're on Todd Turkey's side, you're hoping to peel a land tier so you can get Experimental Frenzy going.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Frenzy is going to be the card that runs away with this game if any card's going to do it for a mono red player.
Yep.
Post Languish here.
It's been a while since we've seen Experimental Frenzy really get to do its thing. It's been largely overshadowed by Embercleave in a lot of recent days, and it's neat to see a red aggressive deck making a deep run with the old staple. Land on top's not a big deal. Kind of surprised to see Standard Bearer get cast here, I think. Because, like, I guess it draws a card. Yeah, but, like, you're definitely languishing next turn, so playing your Standard Bearer into your own language seems kind of medium. All right, it is an Experimental Frenzy, chat, as we get locked by a Lava Coil on top of our deck.
Disgusting.
So sometimes this card, and this is honestly one of the reasons why I like this card more than Cleave, because while it's still powerful, it doesn't generate the same gameplay every single time. There's some variety in it. There's a chance that your opponent just doesn't have everything in bricks a little bit. Really prefer Frenzy as a red aggressive payoff. There's also, and this is another thing that I think is important, there's also a deck building cost associated with Frenzy, right? Like, your Frenzies are worse if your deck isn't a bunch of cheap spells.
Yep. Standard Bearer plus Cat is pretty nifty.
Yes, yeah, Liliana Standard Bearer is definitely a sweet one.
Intervention's a huge rip for them.
I guess an interesting question. How do you feel about Standard Bearer versus Midnight Reaper? Those cards fill similar roles.
Yeah, it's similar. Standard Bearer is a little bit better against non-Teferi, like sweeper style stuff, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, in the current format we're playing, I suppose Standard Bearer is much better because there's no Teferi, right?
Yeah. 100%.
I like killing the Frenzy there on Todd's side of the board, just because that makes their Frenzy much worse.
Oh, that's nice.
We'll see them loop the cat here. This Frenzy not really playing nice for Todd Turkey.
Yeah.
That being said, they're getting to a point where they have a lot of lands played out, so that means that they do finally hit a good pack of spells. They're going to get to cast a bunch of them.
Yeah, they got to hope to not bite it here in the next few turns. Taladin at 20. Oh,
whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Sure. That's reasonable and beatable for the red aggro deck, right? It's perfectly fine. Got our Jumpstart Staple Aruni up there.
the standard bear is a 3-drop. By the way, it's not a 2-drop. Man, I just don't know how. You gotta hope this frenzy, like,
Okay.
really goes off.
All right, you've got Steamkin. This is what you need, right? Okay. I don't know if they can win this game, but if they do, it starts with a frenzy that looks like this.
You're not wrong, my friend. Play land yet? No? Okay. That hurts.
And we're almost getting to a point where Todd has enough mana that they can, like, blow up the frenzy, and then they can blow up the frenzy, like, empty their hand out and then play. Oh, I don't know why I thought they had another frenzy. Oh, was that last game they had 2 frenzies? It was last game they had 2 frenzies.
I just don't know how you ever beat this exquisite blood at this point.
Yeah, and if you're on the top, you're just, like, waiting for a veto, potentially. They have Castle going on top, too. You know you're at a comfortable life total when you're against your mono red opponent. You're like, you know what, I'm going to activate my Castle lock, Wayne. I'm going to pay a little life to draw a card. Was that a good one, Matthew?
Hauser.
All right, like I said, if there's anything that can pull mono red out of a board state like this, it's definitely Exquisite Blood, or it's definitely Frenzy plus Steamkin.
I gotta get through this cat, which I think. Oh man, another Steamkin, dude. They might be able to do it.
Yeah.
A Lavamancer? All right, we're cooking now. Yes, we are cooking. Holy crap.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. They might. That's a
They might power through this blood.
Yeah, you have to clear this. I would just like play this.
There's some confusion in chat. I'm gonna put Exquisite Blood back up on the screen so people can read the card that they're confused about.
Yeah.
People in chat are thinking of Veto. Yeah, Veto combos with Exquisite Blood, but Exquisite Blood is different text than Veto. For folks that are wondering why the mono black player is not just eating the food.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're dead next turn if they don't gain a bunch of life. The mono black deck.
Yep, mono black deck, and I mean, like, you need to take your draw right here, right? Because like you just need to hit Veto and kill them.
They also have Locked-Wain available. Yeah, let's say Locked-Wain. Scorpion, does that do it? I think it does.
Scorpion with Luris.
With Luris?
They don't have a Phyrexian tower, so they can't sacrifice it.
They have a Witch's Oven right there. I guess it has to die in combat again.
Yeah, this is yeah. They can only sack it once, so they're not quite dead yet. So yeah, so they can sack a Scorpion. Like I said, if they had a Phyrexian tower, they would have had lethal here.
Woo!
Okay, yeah, we're sacking Frenzy because we have another Frenzy on top, and then we get to Lava. We get to like Lightning Strike, Lava Coil.
Yeah.
Are they dead to the Grim Lavamancer activation? So the Grims are 4, the Strike is 3, the Firebrand is 1, and then we attack. So it's not quite lethal. We can Lava Coil a blocker, like Lava Coil the Luris. I guess they could gain a lot. It's really, the math on how much life our mono black opponent has here is a lot, right?
Yes.
Because the Serrated Scorpion gains 4, the Cat gains 2, there's a food that gains 3.
Yep. Yeah, this is tight. You gotta kill the Luris with Lavamancer, though.
That's another good point. They can't attack with Chain Whirler because the Chain Whirler first strike will kill the Scorpion, and then you'll die to the Scorpion trigger before the rest of your attacks happen.
That's rough, man.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure I loved blowing up the Frenzy at end of turn.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel like if we didn't have a clear route to victory here, we were supposed to wait and see what was on top. Because they only saved 1 mana by blowing it up at end of turn, right? Because they were taking mana off of Steamkin to do it.
Yeah, and I think you want to like try and go wider with more creatures on the board.
Yeah, I think you wanted to find more burn spells and more haste threats. I think the blowing up the Frenzy was a little bit of a misstep on Todd's part there.
Man, this is a rough one. This is a crazy game. That's 3. Oh man. Launch it upstairs. This is good. Just make your opponent do the math. Fine.
Yeah, and like now we're just playing this other frenzy out.
That's
Yeah, we
bad.
could have. Yeah, we gotta hope for what's on top. Okay, all right. Light
They've already
him
dealt
up.
damage. So yeah.
Yep, we're on fire. Get to clear off some lands here. That's a lightning strike. Did they play a land from their hand for the turn?
Yes.
Oh gosh, they played a land from their hand. Brutal. And these are tough. It's a tough turn. Yeah, I think our mono red player is going to be dead. I think there's a chance they might have gotten out of it with a little bit different sequencing, but
So how does
the way this game is played out, I don't think they can do it at this point.
food is annoying? So that are virtual 13 right, or excuse me. Now with the lightning strike, man, it's tough.
Eating the food means that they can't bring the cat back. They can't block 3 things. They can only block 2 things.
Right. Wow. Blowing up this one too. Okay.
So we get to lava coil a scorpion. They sack it, gain 2. They bring the cat back, go to 10. We firebrand the cat.
Yep. Grim Lavamancer. Is that enough with the Grim Lavamancer activate? Oh, they don't have an oh, they will have an activation, but it's gonna nerf the Steamkin.
But they can do that after the Steamkin does combat, right?
Right.
So if we attack with these, they can block 1, and then they take 6, 7, 8. I think we can get them to 3.
Yeah, and we can't block. We cannot attack with Goblin Chain Whirler still.
Yeah, I think we just have to hope Goblin Chain Whirler. I think we have to hope they don't see the first strike line.
Yeah.
Because they don't have outs. They can't win otherwise, and they're dead next turn guaranteed. So you just have to attack and hope your opponent misses it.
Yeah.
As soon as they block Goblin Chain Whirler, the game is over. But this is your out to win: is that they miss first strike.
I'll have to go back and watch this game with no distractions to make sure. But
I think the blowing up the frenzy and then playing a land from hand could have cost us. There's that mountain on top of our deck, and we'll never know because you can't ramp it on Arena. But there could be more spells under that mountain that we could have been casting.
yeah.
There were a lot of different permutations the last turn into this turn could have played out. A lot of different ways.
Yeah, I think we are 3 short. I think the math checks out.
So if Talahedon misses this and blocks a 4-power thing, they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Plus
And I think they're short regardless. I think they're 1 short even if they miss the Chain Whirler line.
it's been a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, someone in chat just said this tournament's been some of the best Magic they've seen in months, and I agree. It's been some of the best Magic I've watched in months too. It's been a lot of fun casting today.
They're at 1.
Magic's more fun when there's not a ton of random prison cards running around, turns out.
All right, so now the bottom player's at 1. Okay.
Yep, and we found the first strike line. Tight game. Like I said, I think Todd Turkey had a little bit of slops there that might have cost them, but had a lot going on. There were a lot of permutations. It's very easy missing. You saw the rope timer pressuring them too. So our
Nice.
mono black player will be moving on here. It looks like.
Oh, that was crazy. Good match.
That was quite fantastic there. All right, let's go ahead and dive on into our time shifted match.